Hello, everybody, and welcome to part 3 of 3. I'm Susanna, and we're thrilled here to share some essential planning practices for your events and discuss the best time to book your rentals. Whether you're organizing your wedding, your corporate event, family reunion, or whatever it is, the planning is essentially the same from start to finish. The key to ensuring everything runs smoothly is understanding when to book and what to book, because that plays a factor in how your event rentals need to be booked as well. Creating your timeline starts essentially when you've made the decision to host the event. So let's say your event is in 12 months and you're now starting to plan. So your first thing will need to be known is, are you having it? Let's say it's a wedding. Let's use this as an example. It is now summer. You're having a wedding next summer. You need to know, are you booking a venue? Are you having a backyard wedding? Do you need a tent or not? If it's a venue, what does the venue offer you? What the venue doesn't offer you is what you will need to rent. If you are having a tent wedding or event, you will need tables, chairs, linen, potentially dishes. Is your caterer supplying you with dishes and glassware, or is your mobile bar company supplying you with that? Does the venue offer bar service? All these decisions and bits of information need to be known to know what it is that you need to rent from a rental company like Fiesta. Planning in advance also supplies or brings best available inventory selection to you. So if you're coming in a couple weeks before, your selection is pretty slim in comparison to those that planned ahead, that were in, 6 months or more in advance to select their rental items. Coming in the high season right before your event is also stressful for yourself because the volume of inventory available is significantly lower. The showroom is significantly busier, and that gives you less time to really pick and choose what it is you would like. So we always recommend booking a consultation in our showroom on a low volume walk-in days or in our winter months when it's not crazy busy. This gives us more time to spend with you. This gives us more time and relaxed time to do partial setup or full setup of a table so that you can see what the table would look like for you for the rental items that you may need. Whether it is chair styles, dishes, linen, cutlery, it really doesn't matter. It's just seeing the items in person can be very helpful to deciding what it is that you would like quoted. Your budget. Well, budgets vary. It varies from person to person, and it varies by event to event, of course. So if you're not sure where to start, I always say make your wish list. That is your first revision of your quote. If that does not fit your budget, that's when we start looking at it to what we need to trim or what we can add. If you're not sure on your guest count, let's say you've got a quote for approximately 100 guests and you think it might be only 70, well, maybe you want to book for 75 guests essentially. Or if you think, I'm going to book for 100, but it looks like I might need more than that, and that's okay, because as you get your RSVPs in, you can adjust your numbers with us. How it works at Fiesta is that I'm going to choose easy numbers. If you've booked and reserved with a reservation fee, which means a 50% payment of the total bill, 100 chairs. So you have 100 chairs booked. We allow you to reduce 25% per line item. So let's say you booked 100 chairs up until Tuesday 5 p.m. If you have a weekend event, you can reduce your chairs down to 75. If you have 4 tables booked, you can reduce it to 3. If you have 4 dozen dishes booked, you can reduce it to 3 dozen dishes. You see the example I'm using? It's all about 25%. If your event is of a lot smaller scale, less numbers, then the reduction options, of course, are limited. So then you may just want to initially book 12 or 24 and then add if you need it. There is a risk that we could be sold out for that last dozen, but it is less likely on the smaller volume events. So ideally in this part of the timeline, you have selected your space, you have selected your caterer, your food, your bar needs, and who has what to offer with the bookings you've already done. Once you know that, is the moment to book with us. Do you need backdrops? Do you need the linens? Do you just need napkins? Do you need some decor items? Do you need balloons? All this falls now into line. Do you need chairs, chair covers, because they have ugly chairs and you want to cover them? Once you have all those answers, that is the perfect time to be able to start placing your reservation fees. Okay, because without that, the inventory is never held. Like I said before, it is important to start off with your initial quote and then place your reservation fee only on the items that are 1000% sure to go ahead, and remove all the other items that are a maybe. You can always add them back on with us, but at least you're not holding inventory that are a potential not to get used, because then we won't be able to remove them later. We do not allow anybody to remove items because you're asking us to hold that inventory, and we are saying no to other people potentially along the way because they're reserved for you. And then if you remove them, we may only have a week to try to resell it or re-rent that to somebody else, which is unlikely to happen because the majority of the people are booking well in advance. So hopefully that explains why that is like that. It prevents people from hoarding inventory that they are not going to use anyways. Hopefully these tips have been helpful for you. I invite you to our showroom. I invite you to come and meet with us so that we can be of best service to you for your next event. Make it a great day. Like and subscribe, and we'll see you in our showroom.